welcome back everyone. This is Birdman Nom, and here we are in Kerbal Space Program, where we have Jebediah Kerman proudly standing on top of his well-landed lunar lander. Today we're going to be flying around doing a bit of EVA fun. So first things first, Jeb, get your jetpack out. Brilliant. Now, the plan was, if I remember correctly, to go and investigate this big ridge valley area here. So we're going to jet over there and just see how far we can get. My only worries are the slight constraint provided by our jetpack fuel, but I think we should have enough to get over there. What are we on? 78%. So tell you what, once we're sub 50, we'll look at where we are, and well, once we get, tell you what, when we get to 60, we'll have a look at where we are and what's going on. But until then, oh no, Jeb. Well, that's one way to get to the floor. So there we go. Right, now he's flying. And thanks to low gravity, I can just try and not use too much fuel to get over there. Make sure I'm heading in the right direction. Yep, definitely heading in the right direction. Maybe head that way a little bit. So I'm probably going to either speed this up or cut it out. I'm a little bit worried about our fuel usage actually. This is the ridge here, so if we started out on 70, there he is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's... Oh my god. Well, I guess that's the end of that mission, guys. I'm sort of lost for words. I can't believe that just happened. I'm wondering what we're going to do. Oh my goodness, because you can't... First of all, that shows how tragically awful I am at EVA flying, clearly. I wasn't paying attention. Secondly, we've left New Hope on there without anyone to pilot it, unable to fly back. So the only solution now would be to get there with a 3-man ship, put one of the 3 men into New Hope and fly the 2 rockets home. But I have no idea how I'm going to get to the moon with a 3-man ship. Well, I'm sorry our EVA fun was cut short. I really wasn't. I was expecting to go bouncing around and show you guys the cool stuff. Oh, that's a real downer. Well, time for a new mission. Operation Saving Hope. Saving Private Rocket. I don't know. I'll come up with a better name, but I'm going to have to build a 3-man rocket to rescue this rocket and get our expensive tech back to Kerbin, because otherwise it's just going to sit there. Right, Space Center, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I'll be back when I've got a rocket. I might do a speed up of me building the rocket with some music. So yeah, enjoy. So here you have it. It's the new rocket, Faith, modelled on the New Hope, but scaled up for the three-man edition. You can see I've still got the SRBs to help the launch while the fuel's all still there. It's got the central tank of fuel to give it a bit more fuel without adding too much weight to the amount of thrust it has. 4 big old gimbalable thrusters that will hopefully push it right through the atmosphere with ease. And then the lander up here, well, my worry with the lander is it's too tall and it's simply going to topple. But I think it'll be good if I slow it right down when I get to the moon. Now I'm going for a slightly different strategy because every moon attempt / landing I've ever done has been a orbital one where you create a Kerbin orbit and then use that Kerbin orbit to slingshot over to the moon. But you know, I'm thinking we should go straight for it with this one. I think it might be more fuel efficient. So what we need to do is offset the moon to the left side of the launch pad, and then as the moon comes round, we'll launch, and the two will hopefully collide softly enough that we can stop. Once there, our crew of 3, Bob, Bill, and Jory, are going to complete the mission, whereupon Jory will leave Faith and enter New Hope, and pilot New Hope back to Kerbin, whilst Bob and Bill pilot Faith back. But I think Faith might stay there for a little bit longer and do some very, very gentle EVA stuff, just because I know we wanted to do it with Jeb, and sadly he met his demise. So before we start things off, I want to make sure that the moon is in a good place. So I'm just going to speed up, and although it looks like it's moving to the left, that's actually because of Kerbin spinning. It moves round anti-clockwise. So I just want to, that's probably too far. So yeah, let's move it round to about there. Yup, right. That does unfortunately make it nighttime. But looks like it's daytime, or about to be daytime on New Hope. This is the big crater and gorge we're aiming for. I think the moon's moving. Anyway, I think I've got it right. So we're going to have a nighttime launch here. Mysterious lights, I think, coming from the VAB. So we throttle up, fire the throttle, fire the SRBs and launch. And that's the launching sequence. Now it seems to be quite a long flight. So I'm going to chat you up to the SRB detachment, which is actually coming up frighteningly quickly. So there's a bit of wobble there. I'm worried about these decouplers as well, because I think they've got the strength of the smaller decouplers, yet they're holding together much heavier, much larger pieces. So I think that might be a trouble. Hopefully they can hold together under the sort of low G-forces that I'm going to put them through. And if worst comes to worst and they detach, hopefully it isn't a complete disaster. That's a wonderful separation there. And from now on I've just got to measure my thrust as I boost through these different stages of atmosphere in order to have enough to get the apoapsis out to where the moon is. And hopefully I can do it with enough speed that I won't miss the moon, or go in front of it, or this is all going to be either hit or miss, so it'll be interesting to see. But I think I'm going to bring you back in when I've collided with the moon's orbit, so to say. So yeah, I will see you in a bit, and hopefully all goes to plan. So there you have it. Just to give you an idea, these are my last tanks on these main thrusters, but I've still got probably a third left. Yeah, almost exactly a third left, and I've set it up for a lunar rendezvous. Admittedly quite far from the moon, but that can be adjusted with the remaining fuel and mean that we have a lot left for lunar adjustments, lunar lander adjustments. So let's speed up a bit. You're not under acceleration, I've cut the power. No, you're not under acceleration, I've cut the power. No, stop it now. Oh, don't go too fast. Okay. So we're just going to speed up. Once we get to the periapsis, then we're going to slow ourselves down into an orbit. But now that we've set this rendezvous up, we've pretty much got all the time in the world. And we're just going to slow down about there. Let's have a look. Yep, that'll do. And now we've just got to find our retrograde. It might be somewhat difficult considering that nothing is moving. Come on. Yeah, look, my yaw is My yaw is yawing. Let's find that retrograde. Come on, get moving. I really should have added RCS. I mean, the fuel weighs nothing in comparison to this rocket, and it was just an oversight. So if you are doing this yourself, make sure to give yourself that RCS for this kind of manoeuvring. On a rocket of this size, it is impossible. There we go. Found the retrograde, burning. Hopefully going to bring this moon escape into a moon orbit. Let's have a look. Yeah, there it is. Slowing it down. The yellow is our curb in orbit, because obviously we're still within that gravitational range. And actually you can see that's turned from the sharp spike we used to get here. That's turning into an orbit as well. But that's not what we're interested in. We're interested in this blue line, and watch it come round. Here we go. Ooh. Ding. And there's our orbit. So I'm going to bring this side in to about, I would say, probably 100. And then I'm going to go around there and do the same on the other side to bring this side in. We'll say 250. There we go. Now we're not under acceleration actually, so you can't tell me that we can't accelerate. Come on. I think there's a bit of a lag on these larger pieces before they stop accelerating. But look, it's clearly... Oh, sorry. I was being a bit stupid there. Right. Now when you saw last time with the New Hope, you have to be really careful going round, so that because you speed up as you go round. So here we are. Just slow down the warp. And actually, let's slow right down, because then we'll literally drop onto New Hope, and that'll be a perfect landing. So here we go, coming around. Just went the wrong way on my warp there. We're gonna call it good there. And now we've got to find that blasted retrograde, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of boost to get us moving, even though that shot our apoapsis to where we didn't want it. To remind me to always put RCS on my rockets. This is so tedious. Maybe I've got someone I don't know about it. Oh. There's the retrograde just on the left hand side of the nav ball there. Let's come around to that, start slowing it down a little bit, possibly. There we go, much slower, 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 and halt. There comes that apoapsis. Slightly wonky orbit, but that's just because of the way I'm off from the retrograde. It still works. We've still got these. We're still using these huge, great booster rockets here, which just shows the efficiency of maybe it was just the rockets or the design, but I think it was also the method of launch. Now, are we actually coming in on near to New Hope? I think we are. Let's just move around to where that apoapsis is. Not apoapsis, retrograde. Sorry. In fact, I'm going to go the other side of it to correct any troubles we might have caused. Okay. Nicely done, nicely done. Look at the speed coming down. Okay. And I'm just going to stop it. Just going to stop it there and get a bit lower, and then we're going to start to... I might jettison these big guys actually, although I'd really like them to slow down, because they will slow us down like nothing else. So here we go. Watch our speed come up. Actually, I really want to keep an eye on the altitude here, because once we get to about... it takes a certain amount of time to slow down, and of course that time translates to height, so you've got to balance your height and your speed to make sure, right, that's all we're going to do for now. And we need to get ourselves pointing at the retrograde, so this is where the troubles could ensue. I'm I'm just burning to get it moving. Sorry, I bumped the mic again there. I'm sort of all over the place trying to get hands on the keyboard and perfect this landing. Here we go, coming up. Gonna set a guidance point there to slow down our change. Okay. Coming onto the retrograde now. Slow our movement right down. Point at it. Bingo. So now we are pointed in the right direction. We're going to actually land, by the looks of it, in the valley, which is not what we want, but we can adjust that with the lander. For now, we just want to get low and slow. Come on. I'm not accelerating, actually, so you feel free to speed me up. There we go. Not too fast, though. Okay, going to bring it down to about probably 60,000. Depends how fast this goes, but equally I've shown you how quickly we can get rid of that speed. Okay, down it comes. Probably 40,000 will be fine. 400 meters per second at 40,000. Okay. I'm actually going to point a little bit towards New Hope. No, that's the wrong way. Okay. Let's point back towards... Actually, let's cut the thrust. Okay, that's also the wrong way. Don't want to go orbital, thank you, camera. So which way is New Hope? It's really hard to get your nav ball configured with your pointy bit. Right, so I think it's... more this way. Sadly, we're now moving away from the surface. There. Ish. That's north. We don't particularly want to go north. Why are you not obeying me? That's better. That's better. Okay. Just gonna let ourselves fall now. So that we can get some... so that we're actually falling. Sorry, I just want to be a bit careful with this landing. This is not where I wanted to be pointing particularly. So I'm just going to adjust that. Slow us down in terms of warp speed, that is. Okay, I think if I move around... Okay. Here we go, moving around to point in possibly that direction. No, I think you have to move a little bit further around. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Bother. That's it, that's it. Stretch out towards New Hope. And I'm going to cut there. Now I'm going to float right down next to it. And that should make it really easy to do the transfer. Sorry if this is a bit slow. I'm at maxi concentration right now, not to mess this up. Yeah, that's why I'm not the most talkative of people. Sorry. Okay. Just going to point it like that. Now we need to speed up a bit, because I don't want to... No, don't accelerate. Ah! There. Okay, sorry guys, I am really at max concentration right now. That looks pretty pinpoint perfect. We might even collide with it. Oh, that's a good point. We don't want to actually drop onto it. Okay, we'll adjust that when we get lower. No, no, don't target the bloody moon. Ah! God! Oh, if only I had wired those down. Oh my God. Everything that can possibly nearly go wrong is nearly going wrong. Okay. Okay, right. I'm going to come back to you when I'm a bit lower down. And here we are much lower down, at about 8,000 and closing. So I'm now going to adjust this manually. I've taken cruise control off. This is all done by me at this point. Just going to throttle up quite a bit because we're getting a little bit close for comfort. And now that we're this low, I'm actually going to jettison and fly using these bad boys. So this camera view is awful. There we go, that's much better. Gonna find that retrograde. Like I said, this is all being flown completely manually. Put the gear down for goodness sake. Come on, get with it. Okay, we're gonna have to slow down. Stay on that retrograde. Okay, there goes our main fuel tanks. Oh my goodness, my brain is buzzing right now. Okay, so we've got rid of all of those guys. We're just coming down now. A little bit further from New Hope than I would have liked, possibly, but okay, we're going to use a bit of guidance here. But that's alright. Bring the speed down. I know we're still quite high, but we've got so much fuel with these boosters, and I want to be. I want to just kiss the surface almost as we come down. Okay, the rocks are getting quite large now. Bare minimum, the speed needs to be below 10. So, just gonna try and hold it there. Bit of deceleration's okay. I think we're actually landing on a slope here, which could be dreadful. We're going to have to be really careful. And just hope that that whatever side is at the bottom of the slope has a leg to stop it. Don't you dare. Are you? I'm gonna lose my mind. Of all the times, Sticky Keys. I don't even know where New Hope is anymore. Okay, 5 kilometers away. Okay. I'm now very worried about this slope. I want to touch down at 5 or less. There's 5, there's less. There's touchdown and there's falling over. Oh my God. We now have a real rescue mission on our hands. So, Bill and Bob are trapped with no hope of rescue anytime soon. It's going to take probably 2 missions to rescue them. It's going to take more than that, actually. I don't think there's a way to rescue them. I don't think we can take them, because I guess we can leave Kerbals Okay, we can do it, but we're going to have to do it next time because we're running low. For now, I'm going to take Jory here and try and complete half the mission at least. That was a disastrous landing. I'm going to have to adjust my lander specifications because I knew that was going to be too tall. So now he's got plenty of fuel and he's only got to go one way. He's just got to burn down these meters, get into the New Hope and fly home. So hopefully that all goes to plan. Let's not do this. Let's keep complete focus on Jory here. As he accelerates away. Oh, I forgot. It's points where you point. Right, we're down to 80, but we've eaten 1 of the kilometers. I've got a plan for those guys. That'll be next episode. I think I'm just going to close out this episode with a little sped up musical clip of Jory here flying home in the New Hope. As always, guys, thanks for sticking with me and having the patience to watch me fail so spectacularly. If you did like the video and you want to let me know, hit like. It also helps out in terms of letting other people see what I'm up to, and be sure as well. Oh my god, to subscribe for more videos. Comment please telling me how I keep crashing these EVAs. I'll see you in the next video, guys.